most important one is the difference between ourself and a part. So basically and this is I find so fascinating that Dick wasn't trying to find this big truth, but it just kind of kept coming up. So as he was working with these clients, he would identify a part, and then maybe another one would come in. That's very common. Like, let's say we're dealing with the fact we binge, and we're like trying to get curious about that, but then a critical part comes in. Well, that's so stupid. I shouldn't do that. So we can kind of have more than one part talking. It's like voices almost like talking at the same time. But once he would kind of you learn to kind of help them soften back. Like, okay, we've heard you. Now can you soften back to see who else is there? It's kind of like peeling back the onion a little bit. Eventually we'd get to a spot where people's parts felt heard and they could soften back. And then you'd say, okay, well, what part's there now? And people would say, well, it doesn't feel like a part, it's just me. It's like myself. I just feel like really myself, like my best self right now. Like all my conditioned ways of being just kind of got deactivated, all my learned responses. And when we deactivate, sort of like, or just soften back or help relax these kind of like learned things, like I better beat up on myself, or just kind of like, okay, that's feeling heard, but it's relaxing a little bit. It's trusting to, okay, I can step back. Like we are more than that. We're not just a collection of learnings. We're actually incredible intelligence. They can work fresh in the moment and put new data together and have new ideas and have compassion and have insight and creativity. Like our human mind, body, spirit, whatever we got is like really brilliant, actually. So in IFS, they call that our self, like our true self, kind of like our adult, true core self.
Okay.
And that is always there. Everybody has it. It's never broken by trauma. It's just when we have traumas, these learned patterns come in to protect us. And then because they become habit and we're often doing this thing, we just think that's who we are. We are a rager or a drinker or an insecure person or something. And then we identify with the part. That's the whole reason big reason they use parts language is to say, hey, it's really not who you are. I mean, it's a part of you. It's not like we don't want to look at it. It's like, what are you talking about? I don't drink. Well, you do. You have a drinking part, but it's not who you are at your core, because and what I love about that, speaking of spiritual, that feels so spiritual to me. Dick did not go in looking for it. Like sometimes people want to find something and then they'll look for it, He was so surprised. Like he kept helping these parts step back. He's like, okay, when you're sort of what they call unblended from, like when you let these activated learned things soften back, he just didn't know what he'd find. And what he found was like, this is my true self. And he started like noticing that this true self, this self that just isn't the learning, has all of these qualities, which he calls the 8 C's.